Hello everyone, I am a sports card noob. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. It has been 101 days since the last time I posted a video. What happened to me? Not that anybody cares, especially since I had a 12 sub channel. But I still want to make this video because I did get a couple of comments and stuff on those videos. People who actually did give me support. Now, it was 2 months ago, which is interesting, but it did happen. And actually, the last video I posted managed to make it up to a significant number of views, more than what I remember leaving it on, which is also very interesting. So I guess time really does help. But what happened? Like I said, 101 days ago is 3 months, 11 days. So, we're January, December, November, somewhere in mid-October was the last time I posted a video. And it was a YouTube Shorts about, I think, a package of cards that opened up and how much money I got off of it. I did okay. I got frustrated. And I also got slightly burnt out, which is weird to say, but I'll explain. I spread myself way too thin very often. I always want to work on a million and one projects at the same time because it's what I do. It's who I am as a person. I can't just settle down and just do focus into one thing. I want to focus into multiple things at the same time, and I don't know what that's always about. And that's what I did in this situation. I was working on several channels. I had recently gotten a new job, and life was kind of catching up to me in a way that I wasn't prepared for. And these last couple months, I really had to slow down. I dropped all of the channels I had. I started focusing more on my work and family life. I ended up picking up a new YouTube channel about 2 months ago. And, about 2 months ago, I picked up another channel, but it was super, super, super basic, easy content. It was Raid Shadow Legends, so nothing involved content wise. And it's been good. But then recently, I've been looking over at my desk area, and it's been just a mess. I haven't really been able to sit over here in months, and it was depressing me a lot because this is a lot of who I am that's behind me, that's around me, and stuff like that. And I wasn't spending time in that area. And I was losing more and more of who I was, I felt like, as time went on. And I kind of wanted to get back into having that, again. I wanted to get back into doing things that I really enjoy doing. And I'm not a big sport, I don't know a ton about sports, but I do enjoy opening the cards. I do enjoy understanding how selling works and why cards are the price that they are and things like that. The logistics behind it is where I'm all about. But I also want to start getting into sports. I've watched a few sports, games and things like that. And not even big event stuff, just basic games throughout the seasons. And it's this is not that bad, honestly. And baseball was the one that it's been the best for me to kind of get into and stuff like that. And it's I actually am enjoying this more than I had ever had before. And and as I'm getting old, I think it's because I'm, as partially as I'm getting older, I'm starting to understand and respect it more. And so part of my getting into doing sports cards was A, I was buying them anyways, so why not make content on it? B, I was already selling TCG, on TCG Player for everything else, so why not try my hands at selling sports cards, because they tend to do better. Better as in usually higher price type stuff, whatever else, that tends to go a little bit easier than some higher price cards on TCG Player that I've sat on sometimes for months and don't move So it's just like one of those things where it's like I might as well try different avenues of income and things like that and see what I can do. And then, I got into it and some people are like, hey, don't. And it's like, no, I'm going to. But then I started thinking it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't really there with the content that I wanted to be making. I expected more of myself. I always do, but I don't deliver. But I want to deliver this time. And that's what I'm going to do. That is my plan. My plan is to deliver. And even if it takes a little bit longer to produce a video and I don't produce as often, that's okay with me as long as the quality is good. And I have set myself up. I'm going to do it for the next 11 months and see what happens. I want to give a really, really good crack at it from now until January 27th. And if there has been even a singular person who has followed me for a while and has really taken a care about what's going on, then I will continue. Because to me, it's not necessarily about the money or the glory or the subscribers or things like that on YouTube. It's about the community. It's about creating my own community that I can be a part of and stuff like that. And that's what I want to do. And I want to do it through learning content. I want to do it through content like tutorial-based content where people can learn and they can grow with me in what I'm doing. And I want to set up in a way that's very understanding and that you can kind of get everything you need to know or a lot of what you need to do out of the content that I'm producing, especially on like the very basic level. There's some more advanced stuff that I'm going to struggle with and not know that you might want to go to other people for, and I totally understand that. But on the very basic level of like, hey, this is material, this is what it costs, this is how you sell, this is how you understand the money coming in, this is what you should maybe do for reinvesting that money and things like that, and just understanding going down multiple different avenues and really just having that experience and having people share that experience with me as I also learn more and more about these things. And I will make mistakes and I'm totally okay with that, but I want to learn and grow from them. And I want people to be able to follow along with me with that. But I want to do it on a smaller scale. I don't want to do it in such a brutal way that I get lost again. And I think that's what happened last time as well. I tried to go so heavy into doing certain things that I got frustrated and I let myself down in a major way because I was just everywhere. And so I'm going to keep it on a small scale and slowly let it develop as I feel comfortable developing. And I might not get crazy amounts of money and things like that very quickly like other people could do who do things on a much bigger scale to start, but I will do it in a way where I feel happy. I mean, I have a decent job. I'm not worried about making a bunch of income off of this to supplement my cost of living or things like that. Like, that's definitely not the point. This is for fun. This is for reinvestment, seeing what I can do. If I can make money off of it for my own personal life, then great. But if a lot of it just goes into reinvesting, then sure, that's also completely fine to me. And so how I'm going to start this all off is very simple. Very, very simple. I recently had gone out to Walmart like a month ago, or no, like a week ago, I'm sorry, and had picked up a box of Don Ross WNBA. It was like a $24 something box plus tax, or $29 plus tax. So I'm like a $32 box of cards or something like that at the end of the day. And WNBA is kind of picking up more and more, and it's getting a lot more respect than what it was and stuff like that. And so I wanted to try my hands at it and see. And I've also feel like I've done decent with WNBA in the past and stuff like that. And so I wanted to see if I could, just kind of keep that going and stuff like that. And so I picked up a box, and I got a pretty good pull. And I'd been sitting on it. Didn't know what to do. So I sat on it. It actually needs a top loader. And so this is my starting card. I'm going to start off eBay with one card. That's it. And I will probably just only post one card. And as it sells, I will take that money and I will figure out how to reinvest it, and I will get another card posted, and that's it. And as cards sell, I will jump on. I'll either make a short or a longer term video, or like a longer form video talking about it, and then talking about the next card I want to post, or what I'm doing with that money and stuff like that, and let the cycle continue. And I will show the majority of what I can on camera, purchases and things like that, and why I'm making those purchases and stuff like that, and continuing forward. So the card that I got is a Brianna, or I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. It's Paige Buckers. I'm so sorry if I butchered her last name. I do apologize. I'm just really bad. It is a Marvel's Hollow Laser out of 99. I don't know if you can tell. This card on eBay, January 28th, sold for $156.50 on bid, 29 bids. January 12th for $200, no bid. It was just outright. And then December 28th on 4 bids for $103.51. And then previous to that, December 27th for $200 on just an outright buy. So this card is anywhere between $100 and $200, but averaging much higher to like the $150, $200 mark. I think the $103 one, more likely than not, was a situation of a smaller buyer or a smaller person on eBay who had posted it at a smaller rate, was hoping to get a lot of bids on it and make it go up a lot higher, and it didn't happen that way. It was hoping for like a bidding war that just never took place, and ended up selling it for cheaper than they probably initially wanted to. Is my initial thought process when I look at this. If anybody else has an opinion on it, then let me know down below. For me, what I'm going to do is, after this video, I'm going to post this card. I'm going to post it at $100, or probably like $110, $120, somewhere in that range, starting. And I will do a bid on it. I will do a bid for 5 days and see what happens. And then once it's up, those 5 days are up, I will then see I'll let you guys know. I might make a video part way through, and if like anything crazy happens, and be like, hey, this is a YouTube short, this is an update on how this card is doing on eBay, this is the numbers that it's at right now, this is its trajectory, so people kind of know where things are at as well. And it also kind of gets a little bit more content out there instead of like 5 days apart. So that is the plan as well. The day I'm recording this is January 29th, by the way. Is that? Yes, January 29th, by the way. It is 10:30 at night. So this card will probably get posted sometime around 10:45, 10:50-ish. And we will see what happens from there. I'm hoping to have this video posted by the 30th. So tomorrow. If not, then the 31st for sure it'll go up. And so this will have already been into its eBay cycle for a little over 24 hours at that point. And yeah. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, especially if you want to see where I can kind of go with this. And I will see you guys in another video here soon. A couple days. Peace.